The vast emptiness of space stretched before Jawook Park, a quiet darkness broken only by the soft hum of the ship's electrical systems. His fingers danced across the control panel, monitoring the intricate sensors that scanned the region near Jupiter's asteroid belt. Most days were monotonous, filled with routine checks and endless data streams. Today would be different. A subtle vibration caught his attention. The thermal scanner flickered, revealing an unusual energy signature that didn't match any known spacecraft configuration. Jawook leaned closer, his heart racing with a mixture of professional curiosity and unexpected excitement. The object appeared fragmented, its metallic hull bearing strange geometric patterns that seemed to shimmer and shift even as he watched. Unlike the standard rectangular designs of human spacecraft, this vessel looked organic, almost like a complex mechanical creature frozen in mid-movement. "Commander," he called to his senior officer, "I'm detecting something unusual." The ship's senior researcher, Dr. Kim, approached the monitoring station. Her experienced eyes quickly assessed the unusual readings. "Maintain current trajectory," she instructed, her voice calm but tinged with professional intrigue. Jawook's hands moved with practiced precision, adjusting the ship's scanners to gather more detailed information. The vessel appeared damaged, with multiple structural breaches visible through the advanced imaging systems. No standard communication signals were emerging, which suggested either complete system failure or a technology so advanced it defied current human detection methods. As they drew closer, the scale of the spacecraft became more apparent. It was massive, at least 3 times the size of their research vessel. Its surface told a story of violent encounters, with scorch marks and mechanical tears that hinted at some distant, unknown conflict. "No life signs," Dr. Kim murmured, reviewing the preliminary data. "But the energy readings are unusual." Jawook felt a familiar rush of excitement. As a young researcher who had dreamed of extraordinary discoveries since childhood, this moment represented everything he had hoped for. An unknown spacecraft, potential first contact, the possibility of technology beyond human comprehension. The ship's computer began running complex analysis protocols. Strange mathematical sequences and unfamiliar energy patterns emerged in the data streams. Whatever this vessel was, it didn't conform to any known technological framework. "We need to get closer," Jawook suggested, his voice betraying a hint of enthusiasm. Dr. Kim nodded, understanding the scientific importance of the moment. "Prepare the remote scanning drones. We'll conduct a careful preliminary investigation." The next few hours became a meticulous dance of technological exploration. Remote drones extended from their research vessel, carefully mapping the alien spacecraft's external structure. Each scan revealed more questions than answers, complex mechanical systems that seemed to blend organic and technological elements in ways humanity had never imagined. Jawook watched the data flow, his mind racing with possibilities. Was this an abandoned research vessel? A remnant of some distant conflict? Or something entirely beyond current human understanding? The geometric patterns on the spacecraft's hull began to subtly change color as the drones approached, almost as if the vessel was responding to their presence. Slight electromagnetic pulses emerged, creating intricate wave patterns that defied standard physical models. "It's almost like the ship is alive," Jawook whispered, more to himself than to anyone else. Dr. Kim raised an eyebrow. "Not alive, but certainly more complex than anything we've encountered before." As their research vessel inched closer, the alien spacecraft remained both a promise and a mystery. A silent sentinel drifting through the infinite darkness, holding secrets that could potentially reshape humanity's understanding of technology and existence. Little did Jawook know that this unexpected encounter would soon transform from a routine research mission into an extraordinary journey of discovery, one that would challenge everything humans thought they knew about their place in the universe. The research vessel's workshop hummed with nervous energy as Jawook and his team prepared for their first direct contact with the mysterious spacecraft. Special protective suits lined the walls, each designed to withstand potential unknown radiation or chemical exposures. Dr. Kim selected a set of advanced repair drones, their metallic arms equipped with multiple sensor arrays and adaptive manipulation tools. These weren't ordinary machines. They represented the cutting edge of human technological capability. "We need to be careful," Dr. Kim warned, her eyes fixed on the complex holographic display showing the alien vessel's external structure. "One wrong move could destroy our only chance to understand this technology." Jawook nodded, his hands steady as he calibrated the primary drone control system. The alien spacecraft's hull seemed to pulse with an almost organic quality, its surface changing colors subtly as their instruments approached. The first drone made contact. Immediately, strange electrical patterns began to dance across its sensor array. What should have been a simple scanning procedure turned into something far more complex. The spacecraft's external layer seemed to react, not aggressively but with a curious intelligence that suggested more than mere mechanical response. "It's responding," Jawook muttered, fingers flying across the control interface. "The material, it's not just absorbing our signals, it's interpreting them." Microscopic repair nanites were deployed, tiny machines designed to analyze and potentially repair damaged systems. As they touched the alien vessel's surface, unexpected things began to happen. Instead of simply scanning, the nanites seemed to engage in a kind of technological dialogue. Electrical systems within the spacecraft flickered. Dormant circuits that had been silent for potentially centuries began to show signs of awakening. It was as if the vessel was slowly remembering its purpose, responding to the careful probing of human technology. Dr. Kim watched in fascination. "The energy signatures are changing," she observed. "It's not just a dead piece of technology. Something is happening." Hours passed. The repair attempt became less about fixing specific damage and more about understanding the incredible machine before them. Each layer they penetrated revealed more complexity, mechanical systems intertwined with what almost looked like biological networks, a fusion of technology beyond human comprehension. Jawook discovered something peculiar. Certain damaged sections of the spacecraft seemed to be healing. Not in a mechanical sense, but with a responsiveness that suggested some form of adaptive technology. Broken circuits would realign. Damaged structural elements would slowly reconstruct themselves. "It's learning," he whispered. "Our repair attempts aren't just fixing it. The ship is learning from us." The workshop became a center of intense concentration. Multiple screens displayed increasingly complex data streams. Mathematical sequences that defied standard computational models began to emerge. The alien vessel was communicating, not through traditional language but through intricate technological patterns. A sudden surge of energy caused the lights to flicker. For a moment, Jawook thought they might have triggered some defensive mechanism. But instead, new holographic interfaces began to materialize around the research team. Star maps unknown to human cartography appeared. Complex mathematical equations danced in the air. The spacecraft was sharing something, though its exact purpose remained a mystery. Dr. Kim's voice remained calm, but her excitement was evident. "We're witnessing something unprecedented. This isn't just a repair mission anymore, this is first contact." The repair drones continued their careful work, each movement revealing more about the incredible technology before them. What had started as a simple salvage operation was transforming into something far more significant. Jawook realized they were no longer just observing an alien spacecraft. They were engaging with an intelligent system that was just as curious about them as they were about it. As night fell across their research vessel, the workshop remained alive with light and movement. The alien spacecraft continued its slow awakening, holding secrets that could potentially change humanity's understanding of technology, intelligence, and their place in the universe. Something extraordinary was happening, and they were right at the beginning of an incredible journey. The research vessel's communication center buzzed with an electric tension. Jawook stood motionless, watching as strange holographic sequences danced across the main display. What had begun as a simple repair mission was rapidly transforming into something far more complex. Sudden electromagnetic pulses erupted from the alien spacecraft, creating intricate light patterns that seemed to pulse with an intelligent rhythm. The ship's computer system struggled to interpret the incoming signals, overwhelmed by their complexity. Dr. Kim adjusted multiple frequency filters, her experienced hands moving with precise calculation. "These aren't random signals," she muttered. "This is communication." The holographic interface began generating complex mathematical sequences. Numbers and geometric shapes twisted and transformed, creating visual languages that seemed to exist between mathematical logic and artistic expression. It was beautiful. It was terrifying. Jae-wook noticed something unusual. The signals were adapting. With each attempt at human interpretation, the alien communication became more refined. It was learning, evolving, matching human computational language in real time. "We're not just receiving information," he said quietly. "We're having a conversation." Suddenly, a translucent figure materialized in the communication center. Not fully human, not completely alien, a hybrid representation that seemed designed to be simultaneously familiar and strange. Its form shifted subtly, suggesting multiple potential communication modes. The holographic entity began projecting images, star systems unknown to human cartography, complex technological diagrams, glimpses of what appeared to be advanced mechanical civilizations. Each image lasted only seconds, but contained volumes of information. Dr. Kim's scientific training battled with her sense of wonder. "It's showing us something," she whispered, "but what?" The communication continued. The alien interface seemed to be conducting a sophisticated assessment, not just of their technological capabilities, but of human potential. Each transmitted image felt like a test, a careful examination of human comprehension. Jae-wook realized they were being evaluated, not as threats, not as potential enemies, but as an emerging technological species with unexpected promise. Mathematical sequences began displaying comparative technological development charts. Humanity appeared as a small, emerging point of potential. The alien civilization, represented by the spacecraft, showed millennia of advanced development. Yet there was no condescension in the presentation. Instead, it felt almost encouraging. "They're studying us," Jae-wook said, his voice filled with a mixture of excitement and careful professional caution. The holographic figure tilted, a gesture that somehow communicated curiosity. More images flashed, human technological achievements, juxtaposed against vast cosmic landscapes. Moments of human innovation, scientific breakthroughs, moments of collective problem-solving. Dr. Kim watched in fascination. "They're not just communicating," she realized. "They're understanding." Hours passed. The communication became more refined. Complex technological concepts were translated into visual and mathematical languages that bridged the gap between human and alien understanding. It was like watching two different computational systems learn to speak a shared language in real time. Jae-wook felt something profound was happening. This wasn't just first contact. This was a potential technological exchange that could reshape human understanding of the universe. The holographic interface began to stabilize. Its initial chaotic movements transformed into more deliberate, measured interactions. It was becoming more focused. As the final communication sequences completed, Jae-wook understood they had just experienced something extraordinary. Not an invasion, not a threat, but a careful, calculated introduction from an intelligence far beyond human comprehension. The alien spacecraft had chosen them, chosen this moment, chosen this approach. Why remained the greatest mystery of all? The research vessel's main computer system suddenly erupted with a cascade of complex data streams. Jae-wook watched in astonishment as millions of intricate technological schematics began downloading simultaneously, overwhelming their most advanced data storage systems. Dr. Kim's hands moved frantically across the control panels, trying to manage the unprecedented information transfer. "It's giving us something," she said, her voice a mixture of scientific excitement and disbelief. The alien spacecraft was transferring knowledge. Not just simple technological blueprints, but comprehensive understanding of systems humanity had only dreamed about. Propulsion designs that could revolutionize space travel, energy conversion mechanisms that defied current scientific understanding, medical technology that seemed to blur the line between biological treatment and technological intervention. Each schematic appeared like a living blueprint. They weren't static images, but dynamic representations that seemed to breathe with potential. Mathematical equations danced around technical diagrams, showing interconnections that human engineers had never imagined possible. Jawook realized this was more than a simple data transfer. This was a complete technological gift. The alien civilization was offering humanity a quantum leap in scientific understanding. The first set of blueprints focused on energy systems. Traditional human power generation seemed primitive compared to these designs. Compact fusion reactors that could generate city-level power from something smaller than a standard shipping container. Energy conversion mechanisms that could extract power from quantum vacuum states, a concept that had been theoretical in human science. Medical schematics followed. Nanoscale repair mechanisms that could potentially eliminate most known diseases. Cellular regeneration technologies that suggested the possibility of dramatically extended human lifespans. Genetic repair systems that could correct fundamental biological limitations. "They're giving us their entire technological history," Dr. Kim whispered, her scientific calm barely containing her amazement. Propulsion designs came next. Faster-than-light travel concepts that made current rocket technology look like children's toys. Spatial manipulation techniques that suggested the ability to fold space-time, turning vast interstellar distances into manageable journeys. The data transfer continued for hours, each system more advanced than the previous, each blueprint a window into a technological civilization far beyond human comprehension. Jawook noticed something unusual. The technological gifts weren't just random information, they were carefully curated. Each schematic was designed to be understandable to human scientific comprehension. Complex ideas were broken down into learnable components. It was almost as if the alien civilization was teaching, guiding, offering a technological roadmap. The research vessel's computer systems struggled to process the incoming information. Multiple backup systems were activated. Additional storage networks were quickly configured. This was too important to risk losing even a single byte of data. Dr. Kim began preliminary analysis. "These aren't just technological blueprints," she said. "These are potential solutions to some of humanity's most significant challenges. Energy production, medical limitations, space exploration." As the final data streams completed their transfer, a strange holographic message appeared. Not in human language, not in any known communication format, but a visual representation that seemed to communicate a simple concept: potential. Jawook understood the unspoken message. This wasn't a weapon. This wasn't a threat. This was an invitation, a chance for humanity to step forward into a larger technological understanding. The alien spacecraft had chosen them, chosen this moment, chosen to share something extraordinary. As the holographic interface faded, Jawook realized nothing would be the same again. Humanity stood on the edge of a technological renaissance, a moment that would be remembered as the day everything changed. 6 months after the extraordinary encounter, the world had changed. Jawook stood before the United Global Science Council, his hands trembling slightly as he prepared to present humanity's most significant technological breakthrough. The recovered alien spacecraft now resided in a specially constructed research facility, its secrets slowly being unraveled by the world's best scientists. What had started as a chance discovery near Jupiter had transformed human potential in ways nobody could have predicted. Initial medical technologies developed from the alien blueprints had already revolutionized healthcare. Diseases that were once considered terminal could now be completely reversed. Genetic disorders were being systematically eliminated. Human life expectancy had suddenly jumped by decades. Energy production had been completely reimagined. The compact Fusion reactor designs allowed entire cities to be powered by devices smaller than shipping containers. Renewable energy had become so efficient that fossil fuels were now considered primitive relics of the past. Space exploration technologies had taken the most dramatic leap. The propulsion systems derived from alien schematics made traditional rocket technology look like children's toys. Interplanetary travel was no longer a decades-long dream, but an immediate possibility. "We're not just advancing," Dr. Kim told the assembled researchers. "We're being given a roadmap to our future." Global cooperation had replaced previous international tensions. The alien technological gift had done what decades of diplomacy could not. It had unified humanity with a shared sense of potential and wonder. The first experimental spacecraft using the new propulsion designs was preparing for its maiden voyage. Unlike previous space missions, this one carried a sense of genuine excitement. Humanity was no longer just exploring, they were expanding. Jae-wook remembered the moment of first contact, the strange holographic interface, the careful, deliberate communication. Something about the alien civilization's approach suggested they were watching, waiting, evaluating humanity's response to their technological gift. Research teams worked around the clock, decoding the complex technological languages embedded in the alien blueprints. Each discovery revealed more about the mysterious civilization that had chosen to share their knowledge. The medical advancements were perhaps the most immediately transformative. Cancers that were once considered terminal could now be completely reversed. Genetic disorders were being systematically eliminated. Neurological conditions that had been untreatable were now showing remarkable recovery rates. "It's like they gave us a complete reset button for human potential," one researcher commented during a global conference. The global economy was transforming. Traditional energy companies were rapidly adapting to the new technologies. Manufacturing was being completely redesigned around the more efficient alien-derived systems. Entire industries were being rebuilt overnight. Governments around the world established joint research centers. The alien spacecraft became a symbol of human potential, carefully studied but also respected as something extraordinary. Every discovery was shared globally, breaking down previous scientific barriers. Jae-wook understood the deeper significance. This wasn't just a technological gift, it was an invitation, a test, a way of evaluating humanity's potential to grow, to learn, to expand beyond its current limitations. The alien civilization had chosen them, chosen this moment, chosen to offer a pathway to something greater. As the first experimental spacecraft prepared for launch, using technologies that would have seemed like pure science fiction just months earlier, Jae-wook felt a sense of profound hope. Humanity stood at the beginning of something extraordinary. The universe suddenly felt smaller, more accessible, full of potential. And somewhere in the vast darkness between stars, something was watching, waiting, evaluating their next move.